The story of the Levite's concubine in Judges 19:21 is one of the Bible's most harrowing tales, highlighting themes of moral decay and injustice. The account begins with a Levite man who lived in a remote area in the hill country of Ephraim. He had a concubine, a woman from Bethlehem in Judah, who left him and returned to her father's house. After she had been there 4 months, the Levite went to Bethlehem to persuade her to return. He took his servant and 2 donkeys. When they arrived, the woman's father welcomed him warmly and convinced him to stay for several days. The Levite ate and drank with the father and decided to leave on the 5th day, despite the father insisting they leave the next day, since it was already late. When they were near Yebuz and the day was almost gone, the servant said to his master, "Come, let's stop at this city of the Jebusites and spend the night." His master replied, "No, we won't go into any city whose people are not Israelites. We will go on to Gibeah." So they went on, and the sun set as they neared Gibeah in Benjamin. They went and sat in the city square, but no one took them in for the night. Luckily, an old man from the hill country of Ephraim, coming from his work in the fields, agreed to accommodate them. While they were enjoying themselves eating and drinking, some of the wicked men of the city surrounded the house. Pounding on the door, they shouted to the old man who owned the house, "Bring out the man who came to your house so we can have sex with him." The owner of the house went outside and said to them, "No, my friends, don't be so vile. Since this man is my guest, don't do this outrageous thing. Look, here is my virgin daughter and his concubine. I will bring them out to you now, and you can use them and do to them whatever you wish. But as for this man, don't do such an outrageous thing." But the men would not listen to him. So the man took his concubine and sent her outside to them, and they raped her and abused her throughout the night. And at dawn, they let her go. At daybreak, the woman went back to the house where her master was staying, fell down at the door, and lay there until daylight. When her master got up in the morning and opened the door of the house and stepped out to continue on his way, there lay his concubine, fallen in the doorway of the house. He said to her, "Get up, let's go." But there was no answer. Then the man put her on his donkey and set out for home. When he reached home, he took a knife and cut up his concubine, limb by limb, into 12 parts, and sent them into all the tribes of Israel as a call to action against the atrocity. The tribes of Israel gather in outrage and demand justice from the Benjamites, who refuse to surrender the guilty men. This refusal escalates into the Benjamite War, with Israel waging a brutal battle against Benjamin.